So last time we went through a whole bunch of spin-offs. And it turns out that is like the bulk of the spin-offs of the Kirby series. It's kind of interesting because it feels like... It kind of feels like it took a little while for like them to figure out what they wanted Kirby to be. Because we had, you know, we had Dreamland, we had Adventure, then we had Pinball Land, Dream Course, and Avalanche before Dreamland 2. What's interesting though is that of all of the games that we've done so far, only the first two were directed or designed by Sakurai. None of the spin-offs were, and not even Dreamland 2. This is a kind of this might be the longest one yet. I'm not sure if this is longer than Adventure, but it's about on par. The pacing of it is very weird for sure. Kirby's Dream Land 2. All right, let's continue. Part 2. Yeah, one of the things while I was messing with my setup last night, I accidentally like thought I may have deleted all of my saves. I was like, why is it 0%? But it was just, I had accidentally changed the save file location. Is the game okay? Is that a little, that might be a little bit loud. I'm gonna just a teensy bit. Yeah. I'll just do this. Okay. Red Canyon. So the last level, the first three had, this is level 5. The first three had 3 stages each, and this one has 5. It's like they're really ramping up. Fortunately, there's only one, like, shard per area. Also of note is, oh, okay, that doesn't last as long as you want it to. Alright, we're not, that's apparently not effective. Spark, and who do we get? So this music is, oh, hello, Thornmouse. This music is from Kirby's Adventure, we heard before. And we don't get to hear it anymore, because now we have Rick, so... Oh, Rick has the beam. That's cool. So, I want to try... Since there's only one shard per... that looks like a trap to me. And I don't need it either. Since there's only one shard per island, I'm just gonna kinda try to breeze through these as best I can. I feel like the game's gonna get hard enough that that's not gonna happen. Things like that. See, that was a dirty trick. Is this guy just gonna follow me forever now? This is just the life that I have to deal with? I don't know if, oh man, yeah, they really are turning up the difficulty here. Like, I'm sorry, what am I exactly supposed to do about that? I guess you just have to keep jumping back and forth over them? They have entered, they've entered no mercy mode here. Like... That's something. Alright, so I'm thinking Rick's not a good idea. And you know what? It doesn't matter because we don't have Rick anymore. And you know what? Maybe that's better. I get to hear the good music now, and I can fly. I think maybe this is better. Yeah, we can't dash in this game. Also, like, we don't have Rick, so it's easier to avoid these guys. We can just fireball our way out of here. Maybe Rick is not the play. What do you want? Oh, oh. Also, like that. What, like, how you have to jump and get in the door perfectly, and if you don't, then like, oh no, I can't get the one off. Oh no. I don't care. It's not important. I have 13 lives. That's clearly set up for... Well, I guess you could do that with Rick, too. Watch, they're gonna be like, oh, you need to have Rick and the Spark at the end of this level to get the shard. Ooh. Are you serious? You can't eat the sword guy. There's no sword in this game. I see it and I think, oh yes, sword. No. No sword. This is music. This is reminiscent of something. Of all the abilities to keep from last from the last game, they picked Spike or Needle, I guess. I feel like Needle and Spark are a little bit redundant, personally. It has like a slight delay to it. It's weird. What does he throw that I can eat? Not those. Definitely not those. Also, we're in a forest. Or maybe it's just... Well, we are in a forest. I tried it again. Oh, it has to hit the wall and then bounce down. Okay, this is asking a little bit much. Usually they just throw something. Could you please... That's a really weird way to design that. Wait for it to hit the wall and then... And who does this give us? Coup? Alright. Coup is like kind of the only one that's like... nope, that's a trap. That's only really useful, I think. Everybody else is just kind of a hindrance. Unless you specifically need them. We're not getting all those, that's just not happening. Hope you picked the right path. Hope there's no big secret and the other one that you need to do. Oh! We love mazes. That is rotten design. It's literally just pick a path. Oops, you picked the wrong one, you lose your helper. There's literally nothing you can do otherwise. I guess you can't inhale during that little bounce. So this game was not designed by Sakurai, which I've said before. But you know what? Or directed by, or whatever. I mean, I don't know that he did like the little details of level design in Adventure in Dreamland. Maybe in Dreamland. That feels like it would have been a very small team. But either way, it goes down this way. Either way, like, this is getting to the point where they're just, like, it's only level 5, there are 8 islands, and this is the 5th one, and they're already just going like, okay, at this point we ramp the game up and it doesn't matter to us if you beat it or not. This is one of the harder Kirby games for sure. Oh look, I love Pick a Path. I am supposing that each of these is supposed to represent an animal helper. And I think I know how this is gonna go. I have a prediction. Obviously, Kine, Ku, Rick. But I think that you'll get one, and then you'll progress through the level, and then you'll find out if you guessed right. Okay, just like one guy. Yeah, see, the other doors are gone now. We would end up in this room regardless. And now we get to find out if we guessed correctly. Is there anything down there? Nothing I care about. That would be miserable with Kine. Oh, but I guess this would be Kine's time to shine. Oh wow, you cannot move while attacking in the water with this. Wait, what? Wait, what? No, we can get out of here. We can get out of here. I just don't know why they would shape it that way. Pipe eels. Alright, that's gone. Oh, you see, there's the door. There's the door. There it was. So is there a shard in there? That's what I want to know. Because if there is, it's just pick a path. You guessed wrong. Again. You also have to pick the worst character for the situation. I'm gonna keep going and I'll go back to that level if I don't find the shard somewhere else. So I don't end up just repeating levels because I definitely missed a secret there, but it could have just been a 1-up, you know? And besides that, this is clearly a Ku level, so having him is kind of nice. At least his music's good, even if it's repetitive. I need a better attack. This one's not good for fighting in the air. Also, like, the level designs got me searching, like, every little nook and cranny. Okay, that looks like just a big Gordo, but I guess this is probably a needle enemy? Oh, you have to wait. Kind of not a challenge. Yep, same. Alright, they're giving me Rick. That was short-lived. Have they gotten enough use out of the wind mechanic yet? We love, wind that just makes you, wind and currents that just make you move in a direction you didn't want to go in. Oh look, now it's water time. Yep, more currents. I am remembering vividly why I did not like this game as a kid very much. I played a lot of it because I was like, no, I'm compelled to 100% every Kirby game. I must. It seems like I didn't need Kind for that last area. So far, I haven't found a situation where I felt like I couldn't get to a spot. Now, this is a little bit much. Like... This is nonsense. We actually managed to get through. That's... Wow. Yeah, see, this was another thing. In Kirby's Adventure, it would mark if you didn't get something in a level. But in this one, it doesn't. At least I don't think so. We'll find out. If we get it here, then I guess we haven't confirmed. Of course the beam is worse in water. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't they just make certain things worse in some situations? Man. That wasn't a thing in Kirby's Adventure. Uh-oh, it's Pick-a-Path, it's our favorite thing. Now, if I had Kind here, I would be able to see that. Yep. Dark room, hope you can light it up. Nah, I'll just guess. It's fine. At least those guys are somewhat easy to avoid. Yeah, the little fish on the ground is like your clue. And then this one is the correct path. So you just missed out on a little secret. Fortunately, there wasn't a shard there, so... I feel like the shard is going to be in that one where you have to pick the character at the beginning. And the secret is to pick the worst character. That seemed close. Don't need that. I feel like this is the secret. It is! Okay, the shard's in here. What is that, though? If it's the fucking beam... Oh, also the screen doesn't scroll anymore. Huh. What is that? I don't remember most of the... Okay, it's not needle. Needle had little holes in it. I remember that. Fire melts ice. If that's beam, I bet it is. Wait, but I can just go back down now, can't I? No. Okay, so... It's not parasol, that one looked like a little ball. There was the spark. Not like I can go back. It's definitely goofy that, like, some of the abilities are just... like... not good. It feels like a gag. Alright. I think we go back in looking for... Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be Spark. Like, that's the trick, is keep Spark for the whole level. But if it is, then that would mean we don't need to have Rick, I think. Maybe. Gonna find out. Well, maybe we won't find out. Oh wait, maybe we will. Goodbye, Rick. You were not that useful in this situation. Don't need to go over there. Yeah, see, this is so much easier. Just using Kirby. I doubt it's gonna be ice that I need. We're gonna try this spark. That's really bad. Well, I guess we'll try Cutter while we're here, because I don't know. Alright. It's unlikely to be ice. Wait, but we can't hit it with Cutter. Okay, we'll just... Yeah, we don't need Rick because they don't give us Rick in the stage. That's gonna be the thing. Now, I think that's not the case in some of the last levels. I think in some of the final levels, like in the final island, like, you need to bring an ability from outside of the stage. Okay. Everybody loves auto-scrollers. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's not parasol. I really doubt that's ice. That just doesn't feel like it would be ice. Wow! It was indeed Spark. You're fucking with me. That's... Why? Why would you design it like this? Thank you, Twitch, for the notification of nothing. Okay, that was a lightning bolt. Okay, so I guess you do need Rick then? That's really something. So I guess you can hit those guys from below if you just stand directly under them. They don't give him to you in the level, but you need him. Probably. Maybe there's a way to time it just right, but like... Jeez, that is... That is something. Uh-oh. I don't want to have to do this again. Alright, 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 we're good, we're good. There we go, we did it. Probably. Good, that reaches. But low, can we make the jump? And the answer is, no, I really doubt we can. Which means I need to drop Rick and then go through. Isn't that a lot of fun? Because you just jump and you just fucking die. But we did it. Well, I'm glad I didn't spend too much time on that level where they make it seem like you really need kind to do a certain thing. Maybe that was it's like, oh yeah, each of these little sections is gonna be easier with a different character, and this one's easier in the sense that there's a bonus. Oh. That was... Yeah, I guess you just live and learn that one. Oh, this is new. That was like an eclipse. Huh. That's an interesting move. They did not have that in Adventure. Oof. The attacks are like... It's like way fewer stars because we, Oh, what? There's no way! That was... There's no way I have the time to get out all the way over there. Alright, that was quick. Are we doing... Yep. Got him. Yeah, the double star thing is just really good. On to Island 6. Level 6, Cloudy Park. Tch. And there are 6 stages in this one. Like, it goes up every time. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. But that has been consistent since, like, the first 3 had 3, but then the 4th had 4, and then the 5th had 5, and now the 6th has 6. Can you guess what the 7th's gonna be like? Are you excited for the 8th one? Destroyed a tomato. Oops. Huh. I don't know if that's, like, blowing me up more than it normally would because of the parasol. So far they have just been kind of showing us the shard. It hasn't really been like, it hasn't been like particularly hidden. I guess in the last one it kinda was, if you go through that first door. Alright, this is gonna be Ku. It's Rick. Damn, that's crazy. I'm not taking a character if it's if it's not gonna be useful. Why is that a thing you can do? Hehe. I wonder what the point of that is. See, like, this would be so miserable with Rick. So this stage is definitely reminiscent of Grape Garden. Also, it's worth acknowledging, I guess, that there are just generally fewer secrets in this game than there were in Adventure. Because in Adventure, There were like a lot of stages had little hidden buttons and stuff. They were pretty prominent, but in this one, like, there's only one per level that you need to care about. Alright, so that... Okay, so I guess they're showing us there that that's the ice block. Interesting that the sword guy is now, like, one of the Meta Knight guys. Let's see. Yeah, it has to be ice to get through. So you're forced to take ice here. So the bubble looks like a bubble is ice. Is it that is it a bubble of water and we're freezing it? This looks like a secret. If this... is what I think it is. See, that's the only time you ever need Kine. To swim against currents. And it's always in like the worst time possible. Man, those do not last long. Guess we'll take it. Nope. Some strong wind. Alright. You know, I went to the left thinking that, like, oh, I should check this way for secrets, but... Wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, this is the same room. Huh, that's... really weird. They gave me Rick, like, twice. Oh, you need to have Spark to get this character. That's so strange. You need to have Spark and Rick. And that's probably Ku, because he could fly against the air currents. Oh. That's gotta be Cutter. Okay, so that's interesting though, right? I need what I believe is Cutter, but it doesn't matter which character I bring. Was there even a Cutter here? Oh, but it doesn't matter, because I have to have ice to even get into the stage. So there must be a Cutter somewhere else. They look like fish eggs or something. See, these turn into like puzzles really quickly. Is there even a Cutter here? Wait a minute. I have a feeling I know where the Cutter's gonna be. So this is obviously gonna be Ku, which you need Spark to get. And there's no Cutter here. Holy. That means we need to have Kine. To swim against the current. Maybe, or maybe we need Rick and... But we can't... We would need Spark to get Ku. but there's no spark in the level, which means that we need... The spark is probably hidden behind the Kine route. That's incredible. And Kine's not in the level. And you have to have ice to even begin the level. This is... It would be fun if this was like what the game was about. Alright. Alright. I think we got it this time, right? Maybe? The problem with Kine is he's not very much fun to use outside of water. Huh, those respawn if you leave the whole island. That's interesting. His freeze ability is actually not bad, because he can continue moving forward with it. So you have to go... So yeah, you can't fly there, you have to go above it. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. It's like down here somewhere. Okay, it was directly beneath the peak. And now we can swim against this. Even still slowly, though. And in here, there should be... Yep, a spark. And probably a hamster. Oh, come on. He's tricking me. Stop doing that. I don't know why they designed enemies like this. They'll have, like, 2 projectile attacks. The sub-bosses, they'll have 2 projectile attacks, one of which you can spit back at them. Wait. Okay. That just gives us a dupe? Okay, then I guess we don't need Rick. We just need the spark. I wonder how they program these guys. If they have, like... They probably have, like, a proper AI instead of specifically programmed paths, right? No, we need that. We need that. I guess if we did drop it, we could just go back and get another, huh? Fortunately, you can detonate those in the air. Unfortunately, that doesn't count. What do you mean? There's no way they would do it that way, right? Alright. I have a suspicion. And I'm not happy about it. I think I might know something. and it's not pleasant. Wait, okay, let me... This guy might kill me, but that's okay, because we respawn in this room, I think. He jumped over it. Jeez. Everything is harder with Kine. Please give me an attack. Yeah, and they just have a random behavior, so you theoretically could be here for an indefinite amount of time. Speedrunning this game has to be like the worst experience, right? I'm just sitting here waiting for him to give me something that I can shoot him with. Finally. Okay, let's just now one more. The startup animation being like the same for multiple attacks is not a fun time. Okay, seems like maybe that always gives you Kine. Alright. They did give me Rick on this level though, right? I think so. Maybe he was over this way. So I have to go to the left to get the spark. That gives me Kine again. But this way... Yup. This way gives me Rick. Man, that's devious. We don't need stone. Jeez, they are making you really do everything. And now we can get these. And that gives us Coup. And with that we can fly against the current. And over here, there's going to be another boss, I'm sure, that gives us Cutter, right? There's a little ninja, yep. Fortunately, this allows us to kind of cheese him, even if it takes a while. They can't just give you a Cutter, either. They have to make you fight a sub-boss to do it. And now we have to get through these guys without getting hit. Because if we get hit, we lose our ability. That's really something. Alright. Now that I have the thing, though, I can just try to get through these levels as quick as possible, I guess. Also, if you mash A with Coup, it just... you go faster. At least this ability is not, like, nerfed in the water. And it's actually a pretty good one. This is kind of what I was talking about with level design earlier. Like, level design, what's that? Could you, like, not do that? Just hold the spike forever. I'm gonna take this. Level design, y'all. I really... You just... It's slow and annoying, there's no danger, but you still have to pick the right path. Wow. There's gonna be a door behind one of these. I know it. We haven't seen those mummy enemies in a while, have we? Like, these guys just started showing up, but they weren't in, just pops up from below, whatever. They were in Kirby's Dream Land and not in Adventure. They did have some castles, they had some castles in the sky in Grape Garden. So, oh right, you have to wait. Till that, yeah. So when he just shoots his spikes, it doesn't actually matter. Because he just grows it back. I do think it's kind of interesting that, like, this enemy doesn't really get used again. I like this as a enemy, just like this kind of advanced Gordo. And he's just gonna choose to not make himself vulnerable. Oh no, I'm not falling for that one again. Really? This has to be the worst game to speedrun. With constant sub-bosses that have random attack patterns that may or may not ever make themselves vulnerable. Is there a trick? There's something I'm not doing, right? Finally, oh my god. Almost didn't make it. No, I'm not taking Rick. Rick and Needle are not a fun combination. Also, I already got the I already got the shard. Looks like they're giving us a whole lot of options here. Normally, I would not like that. But... since we already got the shard, it can't be too bad, right? They are shards, right? I didn't make that up. I've been calling them shards. Oh, tomato. We did it. Ooh. What do we even... Oh... And how exactly am I supposed to get past this guy? All right. Another maze. Mashing A helps you go faster, but if you press it while you're on the ground, you'll just jump sometimes. So you do like a little jump up and down. Which doesn't matter much because I have to wait for the blocks to destroy. And it'll only do one at a time. This room did not need to be this size. Jeez. This room did not need to be this size. Why do they keep doing this? It just keeps going. I can tell they were like out of ideas. Just completely like, I don't know what to put, so let's just make a maze. Just make a long path. Like this is what I would describe as padding. We had to fight a boss and win. No, we're not falling for that. We saw what you did before. Okay, I'll take him this time. Shouldn't have. I do wonder, like, when they give you a guy, sometimes it's just a trick, right? Yeah, this is just worse. This is literally just worse. I have absolutely no ability to control what's happening. And you know, you gotta wonder, like, is there some do you get something good for, like, going one of the ways? And Maybe. Oh, I think I see what they're doing. They probably give you a random character there, and they'll be useful in one of the rooms. The other two will be completely miserable. We love mazes, don't we, folks? Bye, Rick. This is literally just a maze, and with dead ends and all. Gotta love the health up right next to the max health up. That's really great. Oh boy. This game is taking a nosedive. We did it. We got through Red Canyon. We're out of Red Canyon. Almost. We got a boss. What even are you? Are we witnessing the birth of a Krakow? We are. Okay. An interesting, sign. I'm not confident this is gonna be the end of this boss. It is. It's not. Oh, I just missed that second one. He seems a lot smaller than normal. I feel like the original Krakow was a lot bigger than that. At least he's given me guys more often now. There we go. You know, I will say Kirby pretty consistently has good, like, boss music. Like, it's a short loop, but it's pretty good. It really gets you in the boss fighting, you know, mindset. This guy takes a lot of hits. There we go. Are we approaching the end? Level 7, Dark Castle. This is. Okay, there are only 7 levels, not 8. That's really good. Because that means we can. That means this. Oh man. Levels are getting rough, but we're getting to the end. Okay, those little chicks and eggs do not, it turns out, have the same behavior to Cappy, because if you hit Cappy while the cap is on, it destroys him, but with the little chicks, it only breaks the shell. Inhaling does the same thing. And they have very similar behaviors otherwise. Oh yeah, this stage. I kind of remember this one. It's literally just pick a path. On a timer. This music's so intense, like, think about that, like, there being no, you don't get to hear this music if you have an animal helper. Ooh. You have to be on that side. Wow. Is there a telegraph to that, or like... Alright, stage end. So I definitely remember that the shard in this level is not easy to get. On this island. I guess they call them levels. And I guess these are stages. Oh cool, you can use that underwater. Just doesn't go as far. That's nice. They throw you a bone on that, at least. And look at this. We are offered a whole bunch of powers. Which one do we need? Don't know. Then it's pick a path. There's Rick. I'm not gonna get him right now. Looks like we can go back. Oh. Okay, so that would have been a dead end, I guess. Just show us one-ups. Okay, seems like there wasn't much more to that. We're just gonna go back and forth. Don't want it. This is the part of the game where I'm not gonna worry as much about what they're giving me. I'm just gonna keep going until, like, I see that I need something. Okay, that's getting a little bit annoying. That they just keep dropping them on my head. Man, imagine trying to do this with Rick. I feel like half the time they give you a guide that is going to be worse in the situation you're about to go into. Which is most of them. Like... We're auto-scrolling? You know what, I could use a cutter. We'll take the cutter. That music sounds familiar, there's a few notes. Doon, dee, dee, doo. What does that sound like? Seems like there is actually only one level theme per island, though. Like, that one splits up, but I don't think there's anything actually there. So Mr. Frosty is a lot better at giving you stuff to kill him with. We are actually going to finish this in a much shorter time than I expected to. I thought there was like a whole... I thought there was an 8th level. With 8 levels. Ow. Okay, we're just running into everything. Alright, there we go. Power. Tomato. Everything has like a little bit of startup. That's not a problem though. That's kind of interesting. This is one of the things that makes this game a bit more challenging. See, I'm on the opposite side of the castle now, so it's scrolling inward. It does very much feel like this is designed as like one. I mean, it is called a level, but definitely it feels like it's more like one big level with checkpoints. Jeez, that comes out fast. That comes out really fast. Man, I didn't want to fight this guy like this. Right, on to the next one. Ending with full life. That's good. Yeah, you see the first level is shifted to the left, and then this one is like a mirror of that one. That is kind of interesting that 4 is a mirror of 1. And so I suspect it's going to be, yeah, very similar on this one. This is similarly mirrored. Well, that's gone. I like that more abilities can be used, I want Fireball. More abilities can be used in water in this game than in previous games. Yeah, so the one-ups are over there. It's not really pick a path exactly. Who is it? Koo? You know what? I'm enjoying the music. I'm vibing. Oh, that's... I don't need him. Jeez. They space them out just so. That, I don't like that about this ability. So in the previous game, in Adventure, it would, like, the iframes would continue just like a little bit longer. Most of this guy's attacks give you rocks, fortunately. It would continue just a little bit longer before, like, after you slow down. And this one, the iframes end exactly when it starts to slow down, which kind of makes it a lot harder. Okay, up on the castle battlements. I actually think this this level would have been... Oh yeah, see, there was one that was like this, but it wasn't windy. Okay. I feel like this stage would actually be a little bit more fun if it was just one long level. Literally just pick a path. With no telegraphy, just pick a path. You guessed wrong. Wow. That's the worst one yet. We guessed wrong. That's bad. This is rock bottom level design right here. This is about as bad as level design can get. It's just auto scroller with choose a path, and if you guess wrong, you die and have to start over. That's it. This is the only way you could make this worse is if it was random each time. One of them was wrong. Like, you can kind of see it if you wait at the last second, but I'm not sure that you can make it to all of them. Oh no. This guy could be very short or take a long time. All RNG. All right, that was pretty good RNG. I think the first time I fought him, he just did the charge attack every single time. On to level 7. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is where the shard is. And if I recall correctly, there's almost no chance of getting it on the first try. If you thought that last level was bad, buckle up. So we're in a dark room with... They have not previously given us what we would need to light this up, which is a very specific combination of abilities, so there could be a door somewhere in there. I'm gonna take this because it's the most useful. And look at that. It's just pick a path all the way down. It's layers upon layers of pick a path. Get me out of here. This stage absolutely sucks. They start him on your head. I didn't mean to eat that. Like, actually have to know that that's going to happen. You have to be holding the direction when you spawn in the room, or you will not make that. That sounds like something else. All right, we're here to the boss. King DDD. Why is he so sleepy? Couldn't be bothered to wake up, guy? Okay, he takes like a billion hits. Alright, this'll go faster. Yeah, if those stars don't hurt you, you can just... Whoa. Whoa! New tricks! I notice he doesn't have the flight, seems like. Why is he sleepy? Oh. Oh. Jeez. Okay. One more hit. Okay, he's cooled off at least. That was actually really scary. Good, a jump. Got him. Man, he walked a while. But we did it. Waddle Dee. Ronto Burt. Happy. Blipper. Poppy Brothers Jr. Broom Hatter. Poppy Brothers Sr. did not show up. Shatso. Sparky. Kaboo. Squishy. Gordo. Scarfy. Mumbies. Glunk. Rocky. Blamer. Floaty the Drifter. Why does he get a name like that? Ileal. Cracktweet. Spiky. Bouncy Tie? Propeller Bomber. Where's that TV? Load Kibble. Load Kibble's an interesting one. Sir Slippy. Why he got knighted? Master Pengy. Blade. Butch. Masher. Efreeti. Jumper Shoot. Master Green. What? Mr. Frosty. Blocky. Wayu. Captain Stitch. They all have like titles. Wispy Woods. Nelly and Ruff. Sweet Stuff. Ice Dragon. Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. Okay. Krako and Krako. King DDD. And... whatever that is. The end. Kind? The end? Interestingly, that weird shape did... It kind of bore a resemblance to all three animal helpers, like, overlaid. It had like spikes on the top like Ku does, and it was... I don't know. %. Turns out, we did miss something. We did not get the item from the shard from level 7. And I know what stage it's in. But I don't know where specifically. So this is gonna take a lot of guesswork. So we're gonna have to be exhaustive. Fortunately, I think they give us... Okay, is there like... I feel like that's just... Okay, yeah, we were about to die there. Oh, you can't walk across it. Alright, there we go. I don't think you have to bring a power from outside the level, though. So we're gonna start with this one. Go into here. And then we'll get... Okay, I guess we'll be getting, ice. Ice was not necessary. We needed... So I would say rock, but we don't have a way to break that wall, so... Exit and start over. Because whoever designed these levels was very good at level design. We're gonna want this for this next room. Alright. And Parasol does go that other way, but... Okay, we got Spark. Going through here. I'm gonna guess... Cutter. Nope. Isn't that fun? I'm gonna figure out what that music's reminding me of. Alright, we're just gonna try Spark again. Alright. Does that actually give us ice? I didn't think so. Parasol? Nope. Wait a minute. I think I can get this cutter. Nope. Ooh, this is... This is a level. This is why I went past this one initially. Man, and then you have to like go through this room every time, and it just sucks. Oh, I guess you can do that, huh? Okay, well that might make it easier in the future. Alright, what's in the other path? I'm just gonna check. I have a mental map of where everything is. This is like the dark place already. Dude, no way! Because, oh, the star marks if you've been in this room before. Isn't that great? Actually, no, just get rid of that. Let's do this way. And there was a needle that I needed. At least I know all the blocks. A new room, and we can continue. We're gonna try cutter. New room, we don't need cutter. This is impressive. Like, they just really didn't want you to get it. We're gonna just keep going through. We're gonna just try to get as far as we can and worry less about making a mental map. I know what that's thinking of. It's making me. It reminds me of a certain thing from Nier Automata. There's a part of a song. Dun, do, do, do. Okay, can I get like a peek? Maybe? No? No. I'm gonna go with needle. What? Stop following me. Alright, needle progresses us. And there are 3 stars, which might... there's like 1 more for each thing, so... That's... What do you mean? Oh yes, you got through it. But... something just fell off of my desk and just did not hit the floor. I feel like I could have got through that better, but at least I didn't take any damage. Okay. Okay, we're gonna keep going, and then... this one was... what were the two things here? Ugh. I think one was cutter, and the other might have been needle. It was ice, okay. Or fire. I feel like I need to start taking notes. I'm gonna check something out here. Okay, you can break those like this. Let's go the other way. After this one, I'm actually no. I'm gonna start writing it down. We're writing it down right now. Okay. So it's fire and parasol. And then let me do it a different way. Parasol. Okay. And we go through the parasol path. And that's needle and fire. We went through the needle path, so let's get ready on that one. And that's fire and stone. Going through the stone path. Let's take ourselves a fire. Cutter and fire. Going through the fire path. Let's take a parasol. Parasol and spark. We're going through the parasol path. That takes us to the left side. This is... Oh. This is gonna be a lot. Alright, up first is fire and parasol. Spark and stone. Going down the spark path. Stone and spark. Needle and stone. Alright, let's do fire. And then we'll do stone. This is a new room. Needle and cutter. Taking the cutter path. Needle and stone. I want to look at the credits, and I want to see who made who the level designer is, and I want to make sure that they aren't making levels anymore, or haven't been. I'm not going to actually take action. That almost sounded like a threat. I want to verify. All right. No, you know what? Let's do the parasol this time. I want to like. Okay, parasol. Needle. Stone. See, what makes this so painful is you can get it wrong. Like, you can write down what you need and go through that one, and it's still wrong, and you will go all the way to the end and still be wrong. Where are we? Just fire and stone. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go fire. And this time, instead of taking parasol, we're gonna take spark. And that takes us to the right side. Not really seeing a pattern. Let me see. We went right, then left, then right, then right, then right, versus right, then left, then right, then right, then left. Okay. I know what I'm gonna try next time. We're gonna just try to go like left, right, left, right, left, right. See what that does for us. So we want parasol for this room. Then we want needle, so that was right. So we want needle to go left. And we want stone to go right. Okay, I guess we're not. We're gonna check out fire. I don't know what's in here, so we're gonna guess. We're gonna guess fire. It's needle and stone. Okay, interesting though is that the stars aren't present here. Needle and stone shows up in 2 other places already, which really makes me think that that we are like kind of going back and forth in some way. but I don't know how yet. Instead of text, I probably should have put this all in like a fucking MS Paint. All right. Let's do needle. Then stone. And now cutter. Okay, so that's stone needle. And stone takes us to left. We're experimenting here. Yes, I could look it up, but the process. Also, it is, I feel like it's worth it to show how miserable this part of the game is. At least you don't have to fight a mini boss between each one. I mean, hey, it could be worse. If they thought about it, they probably would have done it. Alright, that was parasol, now we need needle. And now we need stone. And now we want cutter. And now we want needle. What's gonna be in here? Right. Okay. So going just left, right is not it. I think that if I eventually find it, it's not gonna have any meaningful pattern. I think it's just gonna be guesswork. So, to that end, I'm just gonna look it up. Because, wow. Alright. Kirby's Dream Land 2. Levels. Dark Castle. Stages. Stage 8. No, wait, stage 7. Apparently they are called rainbow drops. I see, we're trying to restore the rainbow. Oh yeah, these are the rainbow islands. We want to restore the rainbows. So it's a rainbow drop. We get all of them to restore the rainbows, which we haven't done. We just went and beat up DDD, and is he even responsible for this? We didn't get like much of an intro story, did we? Haha. Okay. That's cool. To reach the rainbow drop at the end, Kirby will have to follow a specific sequence of doors. Thanks. Kirby's Dream Land 2... Level 7. Stage... Let's say rainbow drop. All right. The order of abilities. Fire, stone, needle, ice, cutter. What on earth is the pattern there? I don't know if there's a pattern. See, I was sitting here thinking like, okay, if I start writing it down, I'll see the pattern that unfolds. But I actually don't think there is one. I actually think it's just a, like this is just a Mario Maker Timmy level. Alright, we want fire. Then we want stone. I'm still gonna write it down. Like, see if a pattern evolves. Then needle. It is going left and right. Ice. Okay, this is a new room. Ice, spark. Okay, this is a new room, however... there's no pattern. So, this same number of levels deep, 3 of the rooms are needle and stone, and the other one that I found is cutter fire. I want to know if there is another way into this. Like, is this actually the only thing? Is it really? Because that would be really crazy. Another brand new room. Ice and butter. What I will notice is that there were no duplicates. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of... There were 6. Yeah, we never used Parasol. And this should be center? So it's right, left, right, right, left. I do not believe there's a pattern. At all. I really don't. I want to find out one more thing. Has anyone made a map of this disgusting... Okay, yes, someone has. Okay, as far as I can tell, I'm gonna show this. I want to show this because it's that crazy. So we have to get to L. L is the center. It is really actually genuinely exactly one path. There is one path to get through this. That's like, this is there are this many ways to go. This is actually crazy. I think this might be like the worst levels. This is like I'm gonna try to make the worst Mario Maker level I could possibly make. The only way this could possibly be worse is if it was RNG based. That's it. Or if there was like a sub boss between each one that gave you the power or something. Like you had to pick a path for the power and then pick a path using the, like, this is the only way. There is literally no other path. Everything else will lead you somewhere else. Let's see, how often, so Stone Needle shows up several times. Yeah, Stone Needle is very commonly at the end. And Needle Stone... So I think the only way you would be able to do it... That wouldn't help you, though. So you could look at the duplicates, but that's not helping that much because this is a duplicate of this, and these two trees are identical. Yeah, these two trees. So this room and this room are actually the same room. This room, however, is unique, and so is this one. But these two, the paths it takes you from are not. Those are duplicates of these. So I would have eventually noticed that Needle Stone and Stone Needle show up a lot. Show up over and over again. And the one place they don't is from the needle path of Needle Cutter. But like this is really, really bad. It could be worse. It could be worse. But wow. 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 Okay, we got all of them. We did it. Now, we do the final battle. One more time. And we find out what, in truth, was going on here. I don't actually know if I ever did that as a kid, because I definitely wouldn't have looked it up. If I didn't look it up now, I would definitely still be doing it. Unless I just get lucky or something. Like, that was... Whoa. I kind of didn't want to lose my ability there, too. But that's okay. Wow, that's actually pretty lenient. Okay, we're doing it, we're doing it. Wow, I'm really surprised that didn't hit me. Okay. Got this. Jump? Yeah. Why are you walking towards me like that? Like a zombie. Alright. We got all the rainbow drops. It's time to restore the rainbows. Oh, there's a sword. The rainbow sword. Well, there it is. So he was possessed. So this is another... So I don't think I've ever done this before. They really don't want you to get this ending, do they? This is another Kabula-like. Except I don't have a projectile. I have to actually go up and hit him. Weehoo! Man, he's taking a lot of hits. I'm not winning this fight this way. I don't know if we heard that sound effect. That's the beam sound from Adventure, but I don't know if it played in this one. Yeah, we need to be a little bit more careful. We're not gonna make it. Yeah, we can space this out a little bit more. Ooh. Okay. I think I got him this time, right? Too soon to call it? Yeah, so this is actually, hey, this is actually playing on, Super Game Boy. But even so, there's a lot going on. It does look pretty good for a Game Boy game, because it's easy to forget that this one's not Game Boy Color, which I believe could handle a bit more in terms of sprites. Like, I think the Game Boy Color was a little bit more advanced in more ways. Oh, okay, we're getting sloppy now. He went all the way to the corner. Okay, this is a tough battle, but that's okay. It's the final battle, right? Those are pretty big sprites too. Yeah, so which means that like they would have been multiple sprites just stacked on top of each other, and there's not really any like flickering that I'm seeing, unless I accidentally have somehow disabled that, but I don't believe that's an option. Alright, getting him. Just keep doing that attack. Decided to go easy on me this time, I guess. Oh. And now, the true form. Oh, please don't tell me I have to do them both in one go. Wow. Coming back down, seems like. Ooh! That was a quick attack. Oh, I really do have to do them in one go. Okay. See, I thought I can get sloppy at the end of this guy. But no. That was a hit? Really? Whoa, 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 whoa! It's really hard to predict his movements. Each attack comes out like pretty quickly after the one before it. Okay, probably get a bunch of hits in early on. How was that? Woohoo. I don't even have him done a half. Jeez. He will line up his attacks just like one after the other. With very little telegraphing between them. And this really was the era of like, yeah, you're not actually supposed to beat it. That, like, there's a collision, like, yeah, right in front of him before he actually fires a projectile, which is... Yeah, I have a lot of lives. I get hit by that so much. You kind of just have to stay, like, below him, or above, and then hope he doesn't go up and down. You can stay at, like, a very good angle. Don't want to be down there. See, like that, like... He can buffer attacks during his stun frames. Is what it seems to be. Or rather, there are no stun frames. It's just an animation. It seems like he does stop moving. But nothing else actually halts. Yeah, you really want to stay at a good diagonal. Definitely safer right down here. Doing way better this time. I think we found the strategy. Don't want to be down there. Okay. corrals you into the, never mind. All that lead's gone. Corrals you to the top of the screen and then, just charges. Like, I'm sure there's a strategy for no damage, but don't know what that would be. Yeah, for a while it's like it just staying at that diagonal, but like it definitely seems like right here is pretty good. But he can like it's there's the attack where he shoots swords. He can do that really quickly. This one. And you kind of have to dodge that, but you can't cross over it. So if you're above him when he does it, then he can push you to the top of the screen and then do that attack immediately out of it. So I guess you just have to stay below him unless he hits the bottom of the screen. Because he can't hit you with the beam down there. But he can still use a charge, so it doesn't really... that doesn't really matter. Oh, really? Yeah, also when he goes up and down, sometimes he will move out a small bit. Okay. We got a little sloppy at the end, I think. But I think I've kind of found like the basis of a strategy. Okay, yeah, I had to stay far enough out and far enough down. Like it really has to be like just right. Yeah, like right here. On the very edge. Unless he does that. Yeah, he often charges after that move, so I think the play there is going to be just go to the opposite side. Really expect him to go down. Yeah, he does a charge after the sword beam a lot, so I need to just not try to attack him during that. Ooh. I noticed dang. The percussion is very similar to the music it plays for Nightmare. Wow. It's like 3 hits or something for each little tick of damage. I'm gonna see how count those. 4, 5. It's 5. So one of the things I feel like that tells you this isn't really a Sakurai design is the base difficulty. It's like, oh, it gets really hard at the end of the game, but Sakurai's games tend to, like, they might get hard towards the end. Ow, didn't mean to go up there. But there'll be like a harder mode, like an extra game that makes it more challenging if you want to, like, really challenge yourself. Instead of just like, yeah, the secret final super boss is very, very difficult. Oh. Don't want to be down there. Wow, he did that several times in a row. Huh. Maybe they had an intern go off in a corner and make this boss fight while everyone else worked on the rest of the game together. Yeah. I want to know who did this. Who's responsible for this? Because the rest of the bosses are, like, barely even challenging. I mean, there was a philosophy back then, which I think was, like, challenged by people like Miyamoto and Sakurai, who, the philosophy was just like, no, as it gets to the end of the game, you just make it harder and harder and harder. Because that was the arcade design philosophy, where you just straight up did not want the player to beat the game. Because if they did that, that meant the game was over, and you wanted that game to last a long time. And that's no longer present for quite a few reasons, one of which is now they do want you to beat the game. Because they want you to buy the next one. If the first one's too hard for you to beat, you're not gonna do the next one. Probably. I mean, like, did anyone who found Hollow Knight too challenging get Silksong? Probably. Probably someone out there, but... Whoa! Not too many, I would say. I would say that the majority of people playing Silksong have either beaten Hollow Knight or never played it. Or maybe they played a bit of it and just, like, fell off of it. But I doubt that there's anybody who's, like, or many people who, wow! I went right into that one. Who, played Hollow Knight like, whoa, this is way too hard, I can't do this. Man, we were doing so good before. They could at least give you, like, a refill after this phase. It's pretty silly that they don't. Yeah, he moved up slightly during that. At least I think this phase is easier. Maybe? Maybe. I got him to half without taking damage, so... One of the things about boss design from this era, too, is they're, because of the technological limitations, they didn't do a lot of telegraphing attacks, which we saw that earlier with a lot of the sub-bosses, where it's just like they had to reuse attack animations for multiple attacks. So it's like, oh, he put his hand up, that means he's gonna do this attack. No, he did a different one this time. So in this game, they sometimes will use particle effects to that end, but... Wow, 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 wow. But not always. Yeah, the second phase, yeah, a little bit of a bullet hell. He does the thing where it's like, okay, I'm going to shoot in a circle from the center of the screen, and you have to like go in a circle around me. That's like I feel like that's a staple of bullet hells at this point. Ooh. Yeah, sometimes he shifts slightly downward. Yeah, so what I'm kind of finding is, I think that during the stun frames, his movement is halted, but nothing else. I'm not sure if the, like, attack timing is affected. I don't think it is. No, he just shot a projectile while stunned. Yep. He does like a little shake before... That's what it is. He does a little shake before doing the charge, but... if he's in a stun frame, that shake doesn't come out. He just does it. So yeah, the stun animation actually doesn't interrupt him and... Ooh, wow. That was... It can make it harder. Also, he usually charges forward a little bit downward. Got him. But if you're at the top of the screen, he will go upward instead. Okay, same number of attacks per hit there, per tick. Also, like, this attack is way easier to deal with, so at least the beginning. Yeah, so I think the little spin there is, aw, man. Yep, the little spin is a telegraph. This is rough. I've been on this guy like an hour. Not an hour, 40 minutes. But I have a feeling I will be on him an hour. It's all in the name of Kirby lore. We shall unravel it, and this is important. I must see the ending. Stop shifting around. No. Ooh, I almost ran into that one. See, like, he holds his sword out for a couple different attacks. It's also part of an animation for when he lifts his sword. Nope, that doesn't work. I don't want to be back here. I'm in danger. Maybe. Wait, did I find a safe spot? Hold up. Is that the secret? He can't go that low? Okay. Okay, I went up a little bit there, but Nope, he can definitely hit me. I got a lot of damage on doing that, but not a safe spot. Woohoo! Two, 3, 4, 5. I'm not hitting him. Okay. I mean, sure. Huh? Okay, we're figuring out some strats for this guy at least. Kinda. I feel like if we can get through him without taking damage, we can get his true form. Because we can get him pretty low in the true form. Oh. I'm just gonna stay right back here, I guess. that was not telegraphed at all. He just decided I'm moving forward now. Okay, don't get sloppy. All right, half of our HP still. That's pretty good. We might want to start hitting him though. Wow. Okay, so he does that 3 times in a row every time. That I don't know how to avoid. Yep, no clue. That just instant attack in a direction. I'm sure there are safe positions, but I don't know what they are. Mostly got a handle on this phase, I think. Wow. I don't think I've seen him do that before. Just fire the beam a very few number of times and then immediately just move to the corner and dash at me. Got a little greedy. Man. He's enjoying this attack. Oh, man. Okay. We definitely got sloppy at the end there. I was like, oh, he's only got a little bit more to go. Well... You can get a lot of hits in during this. Got way too greedy. But I got him down to like half, so... If you can get a good position early on in the spin attack, you can get a lot of damage in. Definitely harder during this phase. Oh, really? Okay, yeah, that's something, I guess that's a move he does early on. Wow, I don't expect that. Alright, 2 HP going into the next phase. Then worse. I think the key is just going to be killing him as quickly as possible. No, we can't do that. Got him to half again. We gotta get to him with more HP. Okay, looking good so far. Gotta watch out for that. Oh, I went up higher than I wanted to. Yeah, just keep doing that. No, not this attack. I don't like that one. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, it seems like he does this attack a lot more when he's low. Oh, we don't want to take any more damage, please. No! Okay, only one more hit. This is still the most we've come into this stage with. Wait, we're facing the wrong way! I tried to turn around, but it kept eating the input because I was in the middle of the swing. Oh, I thought he was spinning the other way. Okay, I threw that one. We can totally beat this guy without taking damage, though. Definitely, each time we do a little bit better. Except for the times where we don't. An interesting kind of like relationship between this guy, Dark Matter, and Nightmare is Dark Matter starts in this humanoid form, whereas, and then becomes like an orb. Whereas Nightmare does the opposite. Ow. That hit me. Two, three, four, five. Huh, it seems like if you hit those, it bounces them back. Really? These movements are very, very erratic. Okay, I think for that, I just want to stay in the corner or like above him. All right, I think that was a full cycle. So if we can get to him with enough HP and not just get hit by him for no reason, I think we can pull it off. When I saw that I got this to this guy, like 2 hours into the stream, I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll have time to play, like, Kirby Superstar, probably. Well, not if I want to actually beat him. Oh, man, I shouldn't have taken that. Whoa, he did it twice in a row. I think. Yeah, the sword beam is definitely he starts doing that a lot more in the later half of the fight, it seems like. That's close. Nope, 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 nope. Whoa. Oh, he shifted upward. Close. Nope. No. 3. 4. 5. Dang. Oh, right. Completely forgot he was gonna do that. No. Oh. Kaiba. Please. Oh, you gotta be ready for that one. He did that one earlier than he did the first time. But that went really well. We can do this. Ooh, got an extra hit in there. Yeah. I don't need to be behind him like that. Really? He didn't even, like, telegraph a charge that time. He just went for it. Man. Oh, I thought he was gonna go higher. You just have to memorize his patterns. Alright, getting a little bit better at that. Oh, we almost got through this guy with no damage this time. That was really good, though. Okay. Oh, man. Back down, and then the lightning. Okay, he went lower. Back down a little bit, please. Okay, he does... Shit. Please don't back up. Oh man. Yeah, his attack pattern shuffles up after the first three. This wave went really well that last time, so let's see if we can replicate that. I'm wondering if his phases are on like a timer, like this guy. And just like killing him quickly will prevent him from going into the harder phases. Probably not, it seems pretty random. Oh. I don't want to be back here. Okay, well... that wasn't it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Got him. No damage. Alright, that's good. Oh, he did it the opposite direction that time. Got him! You really just gotta get in his face and spam. I've never seen this ending. We did it. Miyamoto. Ooh, color. The end. Restored the rainbows. Now you might notice that I have 93%. I know that to get 100%, so one of the things you need, which I'm not going to be doing, is you have to have, like, whenever you have an animal friend, and you would get the same one again, you get Gooey instead, and he heals you for, like, 1. but there's a very, very small chance that instead of Gooey, you get, I think it's like Chu from Dreamland 3. It was a different character in the Japanese version, but it was a character that nobody would recognize. It was like a different, like, maybe HAL character, that didn't really make it into any Western games. And, so they replaced it with a girl blob. It's like a pink blob with a bow. And I think that ended up being the basis for one of the helpers in the next game. Getting her, which again is completely random and a very low chance, is required for 100%. Actually, there is one space where I could try it a few times. Here in Red Canyon. I'm gonna try it like just a few. Actually, I don't think. Okay, yeah, it's just this guy. So we get Ku here, and we can just exit, go back in the stage. Wait. I didn't think this out. Wait, I literally cannot damage him. That's super weird. Hi, Ku, fancy meeting you here. Okay, let me get a power. Parasol, that'll do. So we go in. Okay, so it's Gooey. It's Gooey. We got it! There she is! That was actually really quick. Wow, okay. Cool. How do I reset? That was 94. That was 1%. What are the other 6? I bet they're like the stars or something. There's no way I got that many of them though. Is there?